Hello, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to my channel Desified Ummi. I am back again with another video in the UK admission series, and today I'm going to talk about that how you can apply a master's degree admission in a UK university. So we will get started with this, but before that I would like to request all of you to please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up so that you can get more study related videos in the future as well. So first of all, I would like to mention that you can apply to as many universities in UK as you like and in different courses in the same university. But what I would suggest is you should limit your admission applications to just 3 or maybe maximum of 4 applications. That's because that the more you apply in different universities, it will reduce the quality of your application in each one of them. So what I suggest is that you apply to a limited number of universities and in limited courses, but you give your best to apply in those and write your personal statement and all the supporting documents which should be tailored to the requirements of each university so that you have a better chance of getting an admission in any one of them. The next step of applying is that you should start your application process as early as possible. As I said in a previous video as well, that when you start putting all your information into the application form, which is online, you should start it as early as you can, because if you are an international student and you want to secure a funding or you want to take a place on student accommodation which is on campus, then you must have your offer letter with you. And once you fill all of the information in your application portal, then after or within 8 weeks you get your unconditional or conditional offer letter. So you should start as soon as you can. So there are 2 routes to apply for a master's program in UK. You can either use a UCAS route, which is the University and College Application Services, which is a central portal for students from within the UK and international to apply to different universities in the UK. But for master's programs, there are very limited number of universities on the UCAS list. So you would get a very limited choice of universities. So the more prevalent route is that students directly apply to the university's websites, and that is the more easier way, I guess. So I used the same route when I applied for my master's program, and you should shortlist 3 or 4 universities in which you want to apply, and then you can directly apply on their website. You can use the tips and tricks I shared with you previously to choose a university in UK. If you haven't watched that video, I will give a link up here and you can watch it as well. I am discussing today the route in which you directly apply on a university's website, and you can use that to apply for your admission as well. So the first thing is, when you start applying for an admission in UK, you go to the university's website, you go to the course page, which course you want to study, and then from there you go to apply online. And once you open that web page of applying online, first you need to create an account on that university's website. So it will require your valid email address, and you will create a new password for yourself. So remember that as well, and use that email address which you use, so that all the correspondence with the university is going to be happen through that email address. So it should be a valid one which you use. So you created an account, and then you don't have to fill all of your admission application in one sitting, because that is a very lengthy process. So you can just save your progress as there are different sections of the application. So you can just fill in our section and then save your progress, and then you can log into your account and then start the filling the application forward from where you have left it. So first you will need your passport. Then you will need all of your academic transcripts and degrees. You would also need your CV, which is a resume, which shows that what you have studied and all of that. So I can share with you a template of a resume in the description box below. And you will need 2, some universities require 2, some require 1 reference letter for you to provide with your application. This can be an academic reference letter if you are applying directly after your bachelor's, And if you have a study gap, like you did your master's in 2019 and now you are applying for an admission in 2022, so then you have to prove the gap in between, that either you are working or what. So if you are working, then you should provide a professional reference letter there from your latest employer, like the employer with which you were working most recently. You would give a reference letter from them. Another important thing is your proof of language if you are international student. So you would ideally provide your IELTS academic result, and all of these should be in scanned copies. And the other most important thing is your personal statement, which I will share with you in the next video, that how you can write a good personal statement. And also some universities require you to submit a proposal with a master's program, depending on the type and choice of course you are doing, or if you are doing a more creative side of degree like media or fashion designing, they could ask you to develop a portfolio for that. And all of the information on how you develop these documents should be available on your choice of university and their web pages, so you can easily find all of the information there as well. So you will start filling your application once you created your account, and they will ask for your personal details first, your phone number, email address, and all of these details. Then they will ask about your academic details, and you would be required to upload your academic certificates with that. And then there is a personal statement section. Then you have to upload your references and all of these things. These are the basic sections of an application in UK universities. And once you uploaded and completed all sections of your application, you can just click a submit button, and you will review your uploaded like what you have filled in your application. You can review that, and then you can submit. After submitting your application, within 8 weeks you would receive a response from the university. So once you completed your application and you have clicked the submit button, within 8 weeks you would receive a response from the university. And a response can be different kind of things. It can either be a conditional offer or an unconditional offer, or they can ask you to attend an interview to decide on your application, or God forbid, they can refuse you. So based on your application, they would either decide to give you an unconditional offer, which means that you have given a space in the university and your space is confirmed. You just have to accept your unconditional offer, and they will issue your CAS letter, which you can use to apply for your visa later. But if you have received a conditional offer letter, that means that in most of the cases, university asks international students to deposit a amount of their course fee. Usually it is £3,500, which is minimum, but some of the universities have increased that limit to £5,000 minimum due to the COVID scenario. So this is the minimum amount that you have to submit to get an unconditional offer, but you can submit more than that, so that you have to pay less once you start your course later on. And if they have given you an interview, then you have to prepare for an interview to attend, and then after that you would receive your offer, either conditional or unconditional. But now one change which I have experienced during my master's and my PhD application process is that when I applied this time after COVID, they asked me, same university, GCU, they asked me to give them my proof of funding details, which usually universities didn't ask for before. Usually universities don't ask you to show them your bank statements, that you have enough funds for yourself to support you in the first year of your stay. But now I am telling you my experience, that GCU has asked me that they will not issue my CAS until my funds are matured for 28 days in a bank account in my own name, and I have to give them a bank statement for that. And once they received that, after that they issued my CAS. And keep all of that in mind, because without your CAS you cannot apply for your visa. So keep all of that in mind and check what are the requirements for your university. It might be different for masters, because when I did my masters, there was no such requirement for me to give my bank statement proof to the university. They just issued me an conditional offer letter. I submitted my fees, and after that they issued me a CAS letter, which I used for my visa application. So just check the scenarios for your universities. I have given you a brief overview of everything which is possible. So just check with your university and do according to their requirements. One thing which you can do is to reduce the time of your application processing and to reduce any unnecessary delays is that please remain as honest as you could in filling your application details. Do not lie or do not try to conceal any facts. Like if you have a study gap, then genuinely tell the university why you have that gap, and provide proofs for the time you have been away from the academic, your academic life. Whatever the scenario is, try to remain honest, because that will create a huge impact on the acceptance of your offer, or a university accepting you as a student. Don't try to make it complicated for you. It is a very easy process. Yes, lengthy, but not complicated at all. And you should not try to complicate it yourself. So just remain as concise and precise as you can in your application filling, and then just pray to God that you get the dream admission for yourself in a UK university. And I wish all of you who are trying to get an admission in the UK universities a very, very best of luck, because I know that it is a very life-changing journey for you to be on. And I will try to give you my full support in any way I can. I hope you have liked today's video. So if you do, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time with another video in this series of applying an admission to the UK university. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. Allah Hafiz.